Hi everybody, welcome back to Catherine's Corner. Sorry I'm talking just a little funny. My mouth is still recovering from surgery and it's kind of hard to talk, but I thought this might be a therapeutic video for me, doing a get ready with me. I've already put on this YC collection eye primer that I got in one of my boxes. It's actually a pretty nice eye primer. So I put that on. And I thought today, I haven't used this palette. I got it while I was sick. It was on sale at QVC. Oh, I think my phone's crooked. I'm sorry, I'm gonna... Here. Pinker Times Ahead. Oh, that's still crooked. Oh my. Oh well, we're just gonna go. It's this Pinker Times Ahead palette from Too Faced. And the colors are beautiful. And I have a weakness for Too Faced products. And I've been waiting to dig into this. So I thought, well, why not? It matches my pretty purple top. And so I said, let's use that today. Yeah, my mouth is already funky from trying to talk. Let's put the super magnify side up, and got my little mirror there too. I think we'll take this little and use it as like a base and just cover my eyes with that. We'll use a fluffy, big fluffy. This I got from Sedona Lace a long time ago on an influencer recommendation. It's their EB13. It is a big fluffy. I tend to really like Too Faced products, especially their scented products. That's a weakness of mine. Sometimes their Christmas products aren't as good as those scented tins that they put out. Oh, I love those scented tins. This one's just a little dusty. I don't think that's the right word, but it's the one I came up with. So we'll use that. And nice, just kind of set my primer and put it all over. Oops, I forgot to open the drawer with my wrong drawer. Quick switch. I'll quick switch my brush. Get that off of there, and let's put, what do we want to put in the crease? Maybe this pretty purple right there. What do you think? Let's see. I'll use this little brush. I got it in one of my boxes. It doesn't say anything, but it's pretty. All sparkly and gold. It's just kind of, ooh. I like this color. Got a stray hair in my face. I'll tell you people, I have been so lonely without my co-host. I saw my counselor. I had started going to counseling just before all this happened, because I kind of knew I was going to need some help. I think I cried through the whole session yesterday. I think she cried too. She says when it comes to dogs, she can't help it. We did everything together. Everything. She was with me everywhere. The last couple months, I knew she wasn't feeling well. and I wasn't feeling well. I slept on the couch so we could be together. We both slept on the couch so she could sleep with me. Oh, I don't want to start crying. I'd do anything for that little dog. After my surgery, I made her a vet visit appointment, and before we could go in, excuse me, she had a major, horrible seizure where she lost control of her body functions, and she had peed all over herself and pooped, and she had, when she was finished with the seizure, she couldn't see, and she was walking in circles, and she was so confused. And I tried to set up her, when they were young, I cage trained them, but I had taken it down a while ago because we never put her in it. And I set that back up thinking maybe she would just kind of relax in that, and she didn't. And I took that, I just opened the door and let her out. She just paced through, she had a glassy-eyed look, and panted and walked through the house, and panted and walked through the house with this glassy eyes look in her house, and nothing would soothe her, and she just did that for hours. And then she finally laid down and fell asleep. And the next day she was better. And I thought, well, maybe the vet would recommend something. And the night before I took her to the vet, she had another bad seizure. This poor little girl. She's laying there and she doesn't know what's going on. And I'm trying to soothe her, and she's losing her body functions. I didn't want to bathe her when it was over because she was already doing that glassy-eyed panting thing, and oh God, I didn't want to stress her out anymore. I took a wet washcloth and I cleaned her up the best I could. She did the walking and panting and walking and panting, and nothing would soothe her. And I took her to the vet, and we talked. And with her age, the vet said her heart and lungs were good. And the funny coughing she would do, she says it's probably just her trachea, something little dogs happens. But she says it's two things. It could be neurological, or it could be a tumor. If it's neurological, we could give her meds that may or may not work. And we would only know if they'd work if the seizure stopped. But there's a chance she could have more seizures. Either way, they'd have to do testing on her. She's 15. Either way, I couldn't put her through it. I couldn't put her through invasive testing, and I couldn't put her through the chance of her seizures. So the vet said it's probably best to euthanize at this point. And Sophie was so calm. And my daughter had taken off work and went with me. And we sat there and we both cried. And Sophie was so relaxed. And she laid on the little bed we brought her. She's just enjoyed all the lovins. And she got a shot that relaxed her. She laid and relaxed. I might give her another shot. She went to sleep. And it was so peaceful. And I think Sophie knew that it was time because she was so relaxed and so peaceful. But I cried. And I took her home with me. And thankfully the vet was only just up the street. I knew I was going to cry. And I sat in my car with her in the front seat next to me for I don't know how long, because I couldn't say goodbye. And I petted her. And I leaned over and I kissed her. And I pet her. And I continued until she started to grow cold. And that just reminded me that my Sophie was no longer there. I put that on the box. The vet gave us this pretty little box. Excuse me. They had covered her up with tissue paper, but I had removed it because I had to see her and touch her. And I had covered her back up when I went in the house and put the lid back on the box. And my husband said, "Do you want me to bury her?" I said yes. And he waited till my son came home from work. And they took her and they buried her, and I didn't want to know where. Because I knew she wasn't there. But I tell you, I have never mourned this hard for anybody. Except maybe my grandma. The pain. The pain was so hard, so deep. Oh, let's pick another color. Let's do the corner like this. I need to concentrate on something else. Pain was so deep. And I had a Xanax from a long time ago that I had saved. The doctor had said it was only for emergencies, and he had prescribed me like 10, and I still had most of them. You wipe the tears out. Tears and makeup don't get along real well. I took a Xanax. It'll put me to sleep for a while. I told the counselor how I just was having troubles. When I think I was doing better, I would have a terrible night when I couldn't sleep. I got a dab again. And she said to expect it. I got to thinking, I have had dogs since the mid-80s. I got my first Maltese. And I bought him from a breeder who I found out wasn't really an ethical breeder. But I didn't know that at the time. He developed cataracts when he was like 1 year old. The vet told me it was hereditary. He's the only one I ever registered, although they were all purebreds, all my Maltese. His name is Kathy's Winky Dinky Doggy. I didn't know there was a slang name for Winky at the time. I used to work in pet stores selling dog food, high-end dog food. I don't do the cheap stuff. And I used to get razzed by the kids in the store, something fairs, about my dog's name, because I used to bring him with me to all my demos. Oh, and I taught him so many tricks. And he was bigger than the average Maltese. I think he was 12 pounds. But he was my sidekick. He went everywhere with me. And at the time, my sister was a dog warden in another county in Ohio. I says, if you ever get a Maltese, you put me on the list. She calls me one night. I'm second on the list for a Maltese puppy. He was in a stolen car with a crack dealer. Well, the first people took him. But then they brought him back because the puppy was too much work. So that's how I got Wilson. My husband was mad because I got a puppy. So I let him name him. He named him Wilson because he looked like Castaway. On the movie Castaway, Wilson, the ball, whatever that ball is, volleyball. So his name was Wilson. And I called him Winky Seeing Eye Dog because his cataracts were getting bad. Winky passed away at home in my arms when he was 12. I think he had an aneurysm that broke. I had just had cancer surgery. It was in the middle of the night. And he passed very quickly and peacefully in my arms. And Wilson was lonely. And so I told my sister, get another Maltese. Let me know. I don't know how long it was. I don't remember. But we're getting now. My son was in grade school when we got Winky. He was entered in the Marines when I got Wilson. Got a call from my sister. It was getting close to my birthday. She goes, guess what? She sends me this picture. Dog had been put in their drop-off. They have a special area they could drop off dogs that in the middle of the night if somebody, they found them or somebody wanted to get rid of their dogs. There was a couple dogs put in this box, and one of them was Sophie. And they said she was a mix because the hair on her butt end was kind of thin and ragged. But I knew she was purebred by one look at her. She had allergy problems, and that's why the hair was all thin. So I ended up finding her the right special diet. But in the meantime, I had to wait 2 weeks for the hold because she was microchipped. And it was an AKC microchip, so that's another indication that I knew she was a purebred. No one came and got her. And my sister gave her to me as a birthday present. $60 adoption fee for a purebred Maltese. How can you go wrong? Sophie had a lot of problems. They never fixed her, whoever had her. She was having these false pregnancies and hormonal problems. And she was marking everywhere in the house. I says, now I know why they dropped her off. But when I take a case on, and I got her fixed. And it cost me extra because of all the problems of the false pregnancy she was having and her got it done. It didn't take long for the hormones when they got straightened out. She was the best dog. So I'd always had when I lost Winky, I had Wilson. And when I lost Wilson, I'd had Sophie. When I lost Sophie, I had no one. And that emptiness hurt so much. My shirt has some green on it. Should I put the green on? Or should I stay with purples and pinks? I'm not sure. Let's see, what's it look like? I like those colors together. I think this eye is a little lighter. I'll go back in with that dark color as soon as I find a light brush. I don't know where I put that brush I had. I don't know if this will even make YouTube with all the crying. This was supposed to make me feel better. Concentrating on makeup make me feel better. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. What am I gonna do? Let's try this really glowy purple. Let's put it right there. See what happens. Nothing with the brush. Let's try it with the finger. I probably could have wet the brush, but I don't want to bother with the extra step. Let's try the finger. That's a little better. But I still don't think it's showing up real good. Kind of more of a topper, I think. It's a sparkle. I'll have to do something else for the inside. And there's a sparkly pink. Let's try this one. This is, ooh, that's sparkly. It's kind of pretty. Let's put this darker color in the middle. That kind of topper is. I don't know. What do you guys think? I need to put something underneath. Let me find. Oh, this will do. Let's go with that color I started with. That pretty purple. This is curved. This is not the right one to do this. But we're just going to put this underneath. Right under. So now you know the whole sordid story, sort of, in a nutshell. So between my mouth that has huge holes right here and two right here from where they pulled the teeth, and oh, was I in pain with that. Turns out the nerves on this side are very close to the surface, and I was in extreme pain. They had to give me extra pain pills. You know, they hate to do that. And I didn't take all of them. I've been taking arthritis strength Tylenol. I think I'm going to take this. Is that, let me see. Put my glasses on. Is that a shimmer? No, it's not. I think I'm done with this. I think I'll use a highlight for up there. I think this is going to be a good palette. Pinker Times Ahead. QVC had it marked down to like $20, $23. And non-easy pay. So when I was sick, I bought it because I'm weak and I was sick and I wanted it. And I had seen an ad, so I bought it. Because that's what I do when I don't feel good. Let's see. This is Becca Shimmering Opal. I'm going to put that up by my brows. And if I take my glasses off. Just kind of, ooey, pretty. Just kind of mix it with the pinks. Be very careful because it don't take much. Ooey, pretty. Very, very pretty. Let me get, I'll clean it later. Let me get a teeny tiny brush. Do I have teeny tiny? No, I know I have those teeny tiny brushes. Here we go. Let's put some of that in the inner corner. Ooh, pretty. Well, maybe this will make me feel a little better after all. I'm not going to do anything really special today. I don't have to babysit my granddaughter. She just turned 13. She's been a wonderful diversion. She misses Sophie too. They were best buddies. They loved each other too. I'll put this away for right now. So we've been hanging out together. Let's put some brows on. This is going to be a long video. Oh my God. And she's been a good diversion for me, keeping me busy. I'll use my e.l.f. Good old e.l.f. I'll tell you, these things are only $3. I think this one's a little dark. I'll have to brush this one out a little bit. I don't even know what color I grabbed. And just brush it out a little. Put some brow gel in. Love the spoolie on the other side. Make a mistake, you can just fix it. This needs more right there. We had thunderstorm last night. I fell asleep sitting on my couch listening to it, sitting up. Woke up in the middle of the night and came back to bed. Now it's just raining. What is this? It's Enhancing Lash and Brow Serum. I think that's in a brush form. It's like a nighttime thing. I don't want that. What do we got here? Oh, Tarte Busy Gal Brows. Medium cool brown. Let's see what this looks like. don't have a lot of Tarte. I think I've used this before. Got a hair in my hair. Hair, stay out of the way. I don't put no hairspray on it today. Got some wild hairs. Don't like to behave. Like to stick way up. Behave yourselves. Get down. Tarte, teach them how to behave. Now my brows look really dark. Let's get some other makeups on. I won't look so crazy. Eyeliner. We do need an eyeliner. I got one in a Ipsy bag yesterday, but I left it in the living room, and I don't want to go get it. Let's just grab a handful. You see all the brow. I think this is the one I don't know how to operate. That's chocolate. No, I don't want chocolate. I think I want a purple or a pink. Oh, here's a purple. What's this one? It's a Color Sticks. We're going to use this as a liner. It's a ColourPop Color Sticks. I'm just going to put some close to the lash line. It tickles today. Come on. Let's get on there. Yeah, there we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Show up. Press, press, press. Don't tickle. Yes. Let's do it on the side. Right on those lashes. Let's go up here. I think it should come up. These stupid eyes of mine, I can't really tell. Well, that's as good as it's gonna get. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Put the glasses on so I can see. I grabbed the wrong drawer. Here we go. Which ones do we want to try? This one is just like barely. I'm going to use it anyway. It's like almost out of date, but I hadn't used it, so I'm going to use it anyway. It's Touch in Sol. It's a Korean product. Anything I've used from them, I've loved. I'm going to use it. In fact, maybe we'll use that as my primer today. I have some primer. I've gotten one in a BoxyCharm box, and I used that sucker all the way up. And I liked it so much. I saw it on Amazon, and they had a new version, an updated version. And I bought the updated version on Amazon. let's not stick it in my eye. Not the best thing to do with your mascaras. I'm digging in there. I always have crazy lashes right here that just don't like to cooperate. I told my husband I was doing to get ready with me. He still comes in the house yelling. Here we go. Get some more. It's a skinny little brush. Let's get it. Let's see how that holds up. So that was so much fun. I think we will put my glasses on so I can find it. There's that watermelon primer that's been calling my name. It's summertime. Well, starting summer here. And I've been into they call it a hybrid primer. Touch and Soul No Problem Hybrid Primer. It's enhanced pore covering, top secret makeup primer. No problem. I love this stuff. We're gonna use it. Oops, I've only used it a couple times. It's been laying on its side. Come on. Come on, pump. Activate. My pump doesn't want to work. Let's do this. Stir it up. Now let's see if we can get the pump to work. There we go. Yay. Oops, I forgot to put the lid back on. Maybe that's one that should be standing upright. Let's put it on. Oh, that even hurts to touch. Took that tooth out. Didn't quite have enough. Well, yeah, I guess I got enough. Barely got enough. It's kind of silicone-y. It makes you feel so soft and silky. I like it. I like it a lot. Very good primer. Highly, highly recommend. What are we gonna do for I want to use this up. I said Cecil cream. Let's just use this up. One pump will do me. My granddaughter's got me a bunch of sponges for Mother's Day, which I thought was sweet because they didn't have to do that. Oops, let's turn this around. Put some. So you know what? I've been using the sponges when I've been putting on my makeup. I forgot. I like using my fingers. And I've always used my fingers because who heard of sponges when I was a teenager? I didn't know what makeup sponge was. And they got me these sponges. And you know what? They make the makeup look pretty nice. So we're gonna go ahead and dab it around. Make sure I get it all in there. And I love to watch that Allie Glines. I don't know if you guys watch her or not. The potato thinks she is just the most beautiful. And so we watch her together. And she's always pressing things in with a sponge. So I guess Allie knows what she's doing, because now he says, well, maybe I should use these sponges a little more. Okay, let's put a little bit of, I don't know what this is. Yeah, it's concealer. I can't see what brand. I'm going to put some under my eyes. Brighten. I think this concealer is just about had it. Not very bright. Not very wet. Yeah, it still hurts when I dab stuff around there. Eating is so much fun. Yeah, I think those brows are a little dark. Let's throw some bronzer on there. What the heck? That'll fix things. No, I wanted to try that bronzer that's in the living room. Oh, well. Let's try. Let's try this Anastasia bronzer that I got. This cream bronzer, since I have a sponge. Take the glasses off again. Let's use the finger to warm it up a little bit. Let's put a little bit there, kind of. And kind of dab it in, see what we get. Actually, that's kind of pretty. Dab a little bit on this side. Get Mr. Sponge back in action. Everybody seems to be going for cream products, and I've always had such oily skin that I've avoided them like the plague. Now that I'm a little older, my skin's not quite as oily as it used to be, but it does still get oily. Let's put a little bit up top here. Kind of spread it out with the finger and then blend it out. I'm still going to go over it with a powder. Press, 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 press. It shears out pretty. I was worried it would be too warm because it's pretty warm and I'm pretty cool. Actually, it's not bad. What other bronzer do I want to use today? I need to organize these makeup drawers. They have turned into super-size mess. What is this? I don't know that I've used this before yet. This is Wander Beauty Blush and Bronzer Duo. It's kind of a glowy bronzer. Let's try it. Wander Beauty's nice. Let's use my old faithful brush here for bronzers. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty good. Shake a little off there. Ooh, that clicks to that cream bronzer real good. Oh my. That cream bronzer really grips it. I'm definitely gonna have to go over that with the spongy. It's a sparkly bronzer. Get a little bit there. A little bit there. Let's go over it with the sponge. Mr. Sponge, my favorite new friend. How many of you use sponges? So I hadn't been using them. I had a couple and I used them a couple times, and then I guess because I'm lazy, I was just using my fingers all the time. But I think I really like the way the sponge presses the makeup in. Especially with like this bronzer stuff. That really like powder clung to that cream. Give it a minute to, maybe I'll take my little fan, make sure it's dry before we put the blush on. I'm so elegant. Yeah, I wish. That's nice and dry. Let's find one of my favorite blushy brushes. I have a little carousel over here. This used to be one of my favorites. It's an e.l.f. But when I washed it, it kind of got funky. It's a pointed powder brush. I don't really use it anyway. Let's put some, ooh, it picks up a lot. Oh, glasses. Can't wait for that cataract surgery. Get rid of those stupid cataracts so I can finally see proper. Everything is so hard to see. Get a little bit over there. Pretend I got a little sun. Little Wonder Beauty. Oh, little dab. Put on the cheekies. I have a tendency to overdo it with blush. Blush, blush, blush. A friend says you can never have too much blush. Let's play with this. We'll blend out the blushy, blushy. Maybe I just like beating on my face with the sponge. Kind of blended it, pushes it in. She does say it pushes it into the skin nice. All right, I got the sample sitting here. Let me open it. Although I have 50 million already opened. It's a baked highlight powder from Estate Do Me. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's a cute little pink container. Oh, it's a pinky highlight. Well, Guess what we're using today? It's kind of cute. We'll find a cute little highlighting brush. Take off these sunglasses. This is one that you have to start up. Oh no, whoa, look at that color. I guess it's coming off on the brush just fine. It's just me. Ooh-wee. Over there. Let's see if I can glow from space today. I don't know how long this video is because I can't see. I'm sorry it's so long, folks. Those of you that like to watch me for ASMR, well, I hope you have a good nap. What do you think? It's not too sparkly, but it is pretty. And it goes with our pinks. Let's pick a powder. I always got to set everything in with a powder because I don't know. I just want to. I have so many pretty powders. We have this Anastasia powder. I have Celestial Light from Laura Mercier. I have a little tiny sample. Oh, that's another Laura Mercier, translucent. That came in one of my boxes. This is something by Terry. I don't know that I've ever tried her. It's a colorless powder. We're not going to try that one today. Oh, here's my e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. And I think this one is a pinky one because I think that's the one I bought. So doesn't really look pinky. I'll set you down there so I don't spill you all over. Let's get a pretty powder brush. Let's get my mermaid brush. I got these from Tarte because let's face it, they were cute. And I did buy that mermaid palette they had out years ago because why not? It was cute. And when I've used it a few times. No, I got way too much powder on my face. And guess what we're gonna break out? Oh, the halo glow? It seems to be halo glowing. I guess I am going to glow from space today. We'll just kind of brush it around good with the fluffy brush. This is a fluffy brush. And I like it because I love the colors, and it's pink, and it's fluffy, and it's girly. And oh, why not? Let's put the lid on this so I don't spill it. And let's get Mr. Sponge and press some of this powder in. And what setting spray do I want to use today? While we're playing, let's see, put that down. Oh, he's sitting right here. So this is what we're going to use is my e.l.f. All Day whatever microfine. This stuff is awesome stuff. I'll tell you, it is such a fine mist. It is so awesome. We'll give it a minute. And then Mr. Sponge I'm gonna use this for a minute. Wow, I am glowy. I think the eyebrows are still a little too dark. I don't know what color I grabbed. Oh my goodness, this is almost an hour-long video. Well, I hope I put somebody to sleep with the ASMR. Let's find a pretty color. You know what? This is one of those C-Color liquid lipsticks that I got in those boxes that I bought. We're going to try that out. We're going to grab... Oh, I grabbed the C-Color pencil. It's kind of a nude. We'll use that first. I'll tell you, those C-Color eyeshadows I bought for pennies on the dollar. They were really nice. Oh my. A little darker than I expected. I don't know why, it's this color. It's real slippery when you put it on, but it is starting to dry down. Well, ladies, gentlemen, sorry this was such a long video. I kind of got a little bit distracted early on, but that was the purpose of this video, was just to give me some healing time, and I hope it gave you guys some really boring sleepy time. Thank you for visiting Catherine's Corner. Thank you for being therapeutic friends. I'm glad I have you. And keep praying for me, for my recovery here. Have a wonderful day wherever you are.